عن علي رضي الله عنه قال: أيها الناس، إن آدم لم يلد عبدا ولا أمة وإن الناس كلهم أحرار. Distinguished guests of the program, honorable management, respected teachers and dear audience, I welcome all of you on this august occasion of Independence Day and bid you thanks for enhancing the beauty of our program. Independence Day is the commemoration of midnight of August 15, 1947, when India shook off the shackles of British rule and became free. It was the first night of celebration all over the country. Ever since, this great day is celebrated every year throughout the nation with much enthusiasm and full pomp on the same day. Here I would like to throw a brief light on the history of independence of India. India got independence on 15th of August in 1947. After independence, we got our all fundamental rights in our own nation. History of slave India reveals everything, that how our ancestors and forefathers had worked hard and suffered all the brutal behavior of Britishers. We cannot imagine by sitting here how hard independence was for India from British rule. It took sacrifices of lives of many freedom fighters and several decades of struggle, from not only 1857 to 1947, but from 1757 to 1947. When the British announced people belong to God, the country to the emperor, and executive powers to the British, Shah Abdul Aziz Muhaddith Dehlavi Rahmatullahi alayhi was the one who had first raised his voice against Britishers for the independence of India. He had announced that today our country has become slave. It is our obligation to make it free from British rule. There were countless great Muslim freedom fighters who had struggled and spent their whole life only for getting freedom. We can never forget their sacrifices. Those who spent their lives in First War in 1821 in Balakot, they were only Muslims, especially ulama. Again in Delhi, in the struggle of 1831, there were only Muslims. But in Third War, in 1857, our Indian brothers also fought against British. It is the reality that has been thrown behind. Respected national and religious brethren, we should set aside communal mindset and be just and fair with our history and work amicably together as we did during freedom movement. By this way, we can give the world the message of unity in diversity and can bring about revolution. Here I remember a story in this context. A man was selling balloons at a fair in a tribal village. He had balloons of different colors. To attract the attention of people, he would release a gas-filled balloon into the air. When children saw the balloon go up, they would jump with joy and rush to buy one. The balloon man was busy in attracting his little customer when he felt someone pulling his shirt. He turned around and saw a little dark tribal boy asking him, if you release a black balloon, would that also fly high? For a moment, the balloon man was taken aback. Why is this little boy asking such a question? His eyes fell on the dark skin of the body, and in a flicker of moment, the balloon man realized the matter. With lot of affection, he moved his hand on the head of the little boy and replied gently, son, it is not the color of the balloon, it is what's inside it that makes it go up. Dear audience, such is the character of our nation. We are multicultural, ethnic, religious. Yet we have something great within us that makes us a great nation. India is not a country or a map of land. It is about our great spiritual leaders, saints, holy man of all faiths. This makes our nation so remarkable. We are proud of this. Here I conclude my talk with a couplet. एक हो जाएं तो बन सकते हैं खुर्शीदे मुबीन, एक हो जाएं तो बन सकते हैं खुर्शीदे मुबीन, वरना इन बिखरे हुए तारों से क्या बात बने. If we are united, we could turn a luminous sun, else of no use if we are scattered about. Thank you so much. Great India, great. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.